Take a deep breath. Now imagine this. You are walking down a long road. On your back is a backpack. At first, it feels normal. But after a while, your shoulders begin to hurt. Your steps become slower. Your energy drains. You tell yourself, it's fine. I can handle it. But can you? Most of us are carrying things. We were never meant to carry this long. Old regrets, past mistakes, embarrassing memories, other people's opinions, failed attempts, broken relationships, and silent self-doubt. We carry them everywhere, into new opportunities, into new relationships, into new dreams, and then we wonder why everything feels heavy. Here is a truth. Your future does not require your past pain as proof of growth. You do not need to suffer forever to show that you have learned. Growth is not about carrying scars. It is about knowing when to put the weight down. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what are you still carrying? Maybe it is a mistake you made years ago. Maybe it is something someone said about you. Maybe it is a version of you that no longer exists. The problem is not the past. The problem is replaying it. Your mind loves to replay embarrassing moments. It replays failures. It replays rejection over and over, as if reminding you, do not try again. But here is something powerful. That moment happened once. You replayed it 1,000 times. And every replay adds more weight. Letting go does not mean pretending it never happened. It means deciding it does not control you anymore. You can remember a lesson without carrying the pain. Now let's talk about fear. Fear once protected you. It stopped you from touching fire. It stopped you from making reckless choices. But not all fear is protection. Some fear is outdated. It was created when you were smaller, less experienced, less confident. But you are not that version anymore. Yet the fear stayed, like old software, running in the background, slowing everything down. You think, what if I fail again? What if I am not ready? What if people judge me? And so you wait. You delay. You hesitate. Not because you cannot grow, but because you are carrying fear into a future that does not require it. Most fear is imagination, pretending to be reality. It has volume, but no weight. Now let's talk about something even heavier. Other people's opinions. This one is dangerous because it feels important. You look at yourself through their eyes. When they praise you, you feel bigger. When they criticize you, you shrink. Your identity becomes unstable. You become adjustable, flexible to please, careful not to disappoint. But living like this is exhausting. Not everyone is meant to understand you. Not everyone is meant to approve of you. And that is okay. If you carry every opinion into your future, you will never walk freely. At some point, you must decide, I respect your view, but I choose my direction. And then there is self-doubt. Small, quiet, but heavy. It whispers things like, you are behind. Others are better. You are not ready. Self-doubt does not shout. It repeats, softly, consistently, until you believe it. But here is something most people never realize. Self-doubt grows when you carry your past identity into your future potential. You are trying to become someone new, but you are judging yourself based on who you used to be. Of course it feels uncomfortable. Growth always feels unfamiliar. That does not mean you are incapable. It means you are expanding. Letting go is not dramatic. It is quiet. It does not require a speech or a public announcement. Sometimes it is just a decision, a private one. You wake up and say, I do not need this anymore. I learned from it. And now I release it. Nothing explodes. Nothing magical happens instantly. But something subtle changes. You feel lighter, clearer, more present. And when you feel lighter, you move differently. You speak differently. You decide differently. Your future becomes possible. Not because you added something new, but because you removed what was unnecessary. Think of your life like a journey. If you pack every souvenir from every chapter, your bag becomes full. There is no space for new experiences, no space for new confidence, no space for a new identity. Sometimes growth is not about gaining. It is about subtracting. Subtract regret. Subtract comparison. Subtract old labels. Subtract fear that expired. The future only needs who you are becoming, not who you were at your lowest point, not who you were at your most confused, not who you were when you did not know better. That version of you was necessary, but it is not permanent. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to outgrow your past. And you are allowed to walk forward without carrying everything. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself one simple question. What can I leave behind? Maybe it is one memory. Maybe it is one fear. Maybe it is one opinion that never belonged to you. Let it stay in the past. Close the bag. Stand up straight and walk forward. Not heavier, but lighter. Because strength is not about how much you can carry. It is about knowing what to put down. Your future is waiting, and it does not need your old weight, only your new steps. Take them slowly, confidently, freely, and do not look back for something you already decided to release.